this is my evaluation question too. I think in terms of this, synergy was really key, and I think the biggest way I've used synergy in or across my media products is probably the title of the film. So Bloodline is I've used the same font that I've used on my poster that is also used in my trailer, obviously with the same shade of red to keep the brand. So obviously you want it to be recognisable. People see the trailer, recognise the logo, see the poster, recognise the logo. You know, they know that they go hand in hand. I decided to change it in my magazine, not include the same title, or the same font, sorry, because I felt that when you're producing, directing, you know, promoting a film, whatever, you don't decide what the magazine puts out, you know. So I thought the magazine is its own independent thing. As much as I wanted to relate to my genre, my magazine, and my poster, sorry, I felt that a magazine is its own independent thing, so it has to be done slightly differently. So for my main cover line on my magazine, obviously I've used the word Bloodline, and I've kept the colour red. However, I slightly changed the font, keeping in with the thriller genre, but obviously it's not exactly the same because, again, when you're marking a film, you don't decide what the magazine uses on that cover. So that's why I decided to change it. For me, probably another big piece that is used across all three media products is, in terms of mise-en-scène, the black hoodie, because it runs throughout. You know, it's on my poster, it's on my magazine, and it's massive in my trailer because it plays a very big part in what a narrative would be, because my main character is hooded persona. That's what the narrative is really about, the conflicting personalities between him in this hood and him in not in the hood. And so obviously I wanted to emphasise that throughout, and I wanted to make that prominent, so obviously I decided to use it on my poster, and you see that in the two conflicting images. And then obviously on my magazine I wanted to make that again very prominent, as I say, because in my trailers, you know, it runs throughout the trailer. In majority of the shots, I think my main character's wearing it, so that was a real key element for my film, and I thought I needed to link that across all three pieces to get that message across. Again, another thing that I think links all three of my products is the fact that the film is very director and star driven. So you can see that in my trailer, because it states that this is from the director Owen Buckley, and you know, in some trailers they perhaps might not include that. Because I wanted it to be director and star driven, I thought I'd include that. Again, it's also on my poster, which in some cases may not be. Yeah, it says from director Owen Buckley. And in my magazine I included the behind the scenes shot, again providing the emphasis on the director, because with the behind the scenes shot there's a tag that says we go on set of Buckley's latest challenge. So again, the emphasis on the director, and as I say, star driven, because on the posters not much given away, it's just the same actor twice on the photo. Star driven. Kind of on magazine, the one key image is just a star, and throughout the trailer there's not a lot of hints given away at the narrative, and there's not a lot of action, which I decided due to feedback I'd take out to make it more character driven, to make it more actor director driven, give a bigger emphasis on the narrative, on the story, on these characters rather than the action. As I said, another piece is probably, as I stated earlier, the conflicting personalities in my main character, because, as I said, that is a main, or would be main part of my narrative if it was a fully fledged film, and I wanted to again get that across, because it's evident in my trailer, because you see him in a darker, not just physically darker light, but sort of like in a mentally darker state when he's wearing this hood, compared to the shots where he's not got the hood on, and the shots are a lot brighter. You see him smiling, he's got a white shirt on, and he's with his partner in the majority of these shots. I wanted to get across the emphasis on the conflicting personality. So in my poster, that's why I decided to do the poster the way I did, to have an image of the character without the hood and then one with. And I think the way the title is set out as well, it creates that barrier between the two. So you see the character without the hood and with the hood, and then the title divides them right between the middle. So you get the sense of that, the war between the two, or the big divide, the conflict in the personalities. And I say that was a major point. And as I say, that runs, I definitely want to get that through in my poster. It's a lot more difficult to do in the magazine because of the structure, but that's why in my magazine I'd labelled the film a psychological thriller, which in a way it is. I've stated before that it's like a crime hybrid, like with psychological, because of like the emotion and the subject matter. So that's why in my magazine it says something like Buckley comes back and to take on this psychological thriller, and because it was hard in the key image to get across the conflicting personalities, I didn't just want to replicate what was on my poster. I felt that showing the audience that this is a psychological thriller would also help emphasise that, obviously linking to the poster. Then they could get a really good sense, a better sense of the idea of that it is a psychological thriller and the conflicting personalities that way, rather than them being physically shown on the key image of the magazine.